You also were, sometimes you became a Master of Ceremonies and some thing that you did. That's very interesting. I'd like to know more about that.
Yeah, I've done that a lot, actually, especially in the last few years. I'm a member of a club that I'm very active in, and we do a lot of things with fashion shows, and I've been the commentator a number of times, and I've been asked to do a number of things with tributes to people where I've done the commentary for it and done the presentations. I enjoy doing that. It's another facet of, you know.
That's interesting. You do the introduction, the talking, the presentation, all of it.
Yeah, I put it together. In fact, recently, a friend of mine, in fact, her husband was a wonderful actor, and they owned a talent agency, and he passed recently, and she wanted me to put it together for her, so I got several performers who were going to perform, and we did it in the club, and I wrote the introduction, and it went really well. I knew Arthur very well, so it was easy for me to do it, and I liked the man a lot. He was a classically trained Shakespearean actor.
Oh my!
But he had a marvelous sense of humor, and I remember that he was having a lot of challenges, and I think it was about 2 years prior to this, was visiting in Florida, where we have a place, and we went out to dinner, and he had to go to the loo, and so he was making a joke about how long it took him to get from the stall back to the from the urinal back to the you know, to wash his hands.
Well, you should have had a closer table. All right, so what happened, Paul? What happened?
So, but the point is that he you know, he had a wonderful sense of humor, and so I was able to bring that into the, you know, and the people that I had speaking, and Joan wanted it to be a celebration of his life rather than, you know, a dirge, you know, so that's kind of what we did, you know. So,
yeah, you did a lot of things. You also dedicated a lot of things on Marilyn Monroe, music-wise as well.
Oh yeah, your show about Marilyn Monroe is fabulous. I love that show.
Thank you,
I just love it.
Thank you.
I'd like you to tell us more about that. How did you get involved by narrate the beautiful video that I saw about her? And the music was very, you did 5 pieces, I think, about her. Is it 5? That 5?
Oh, there's more than that, actually. Yeah, but what happened was that the show evolved, and finally I have a very close friend. His name is Tom Zimney, and he does a lot of cinematography, and he does a lot of all of Bruce Springsteen's things, and many other people. He's worked with Lady Gaga. He's done a lot of stuff. And so what he did was we filmed the show in a cabaret room.
Yeah, yeah.
And then after that, he took film and interjected it into the video, and it was all poignant. The video was poignant with the patter and with the music, and with, you know, it all was in sync with that. That's what we tried to accomplish, and I think we did accomplish that.
You did a good job, very good job, because the narration goes very well with the pictures, and it says what shows is very the emotional and sad part of it.
Yeah, and you also performed that show on the east side of New York.
Yes, I've done it many times.
Yeah, the name of the place is what?
Don't Tell Mama. I've done it many times.
Yeah.
Don't Tell Mama, on the west side, rather.
Yeah, on the west side.
And I've done it in other places. I've done it for small groups as well.
Yeah.
But what I'm working on now with it, what I'd like to do with it is I would like to do it, get it into a school setting where it would be used as a part of it as an awareness, a public awareness thing about the business of having emotional issues, bipolar issues, and I'd like to try to get that out there in that way.
Well, there's tours, there's college tours that can get into the college circuit.
I'm working on that.
Yeah, that would be great.
Yeah, I'm working on that. You know, as you know, all of this takes...
It takes a long time and everything else. That's right.
You have to deal with a lot of the rejection letters, you know. That's just the way it works.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah, but the only problem is with the colleges, they don't give you an advance. No, they won't give you an advance, but you got to make sure that when you go there, you got to get paid in full before you do your show, because otherwise you're never going to get your money.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, and then they have to pay for the plane fares. One has to be like a staple, where they can get you out to California or get you out here, and then of course you can call up the other colleges around the area and you can do like a Saturday night, a Sunday matinee, and this and that, and all kinds of stuff. And you can double, triple, quadruple, and everything else, and that's how you really get the show going.
Yes, I'm very fortunate, Danny, in that my partner handles all of that.
Okay, good. Okay, all right, fine.
And has a really solid business background.
Okay.
So I don't have to deal with that aspect of it very much.
Yeah.
By the way, there's another thing. You also sing at Parnell.
I do.
Am I right?
Yeah. In fact, my accompanist, Jerry Scott, who is really pretty well known, wonderful guy, marvelous accompanist, done a lot of work with Jerry. I've done a lot of things with Jerry. He passed recently, and he was at Parnell's for a long time. And he's been around a long time. He won many MAC awards, and he was a permanent fixture at Danny's for a long time. He was at Don't Tell Mom. He's been in a lot of the major clubs. But a wonderful guy, and he had a way of being inclusive. In other words, when he would perform, he loved bringing other performers in. He always included a lot of people in all the rooms that he ever worked in. And so he was unique. There aren't too many like him around.
Yeah.
That's true.
And so he was he was a major influence in my life. We worked together for many years.
Is that the reason why you connect your connection with Parnell?
Yes, yes. He got a contract with Parnell's, and he was there 2 or 3 nights a week, and so that's how I
So how often do you perform? When do you perform at Parnell? Once a month? Or
well, at the moment there's a problem. They had a fire in their kitchen about a month or 6 weeks ago.
Oh my!
So they're getting it back together again. So at the moment, there's a place called Broadway Baby that I'm going to. They also do an open mic kind of thing.
Where can people reach you if they want to?
The best way to reach me really is to call me on my regular number, which is on my website.
Yes.
Or they can email me.
Yeah.
Or
could you mention your website so our viewers will know? We can see there on the screen.
I have actually the website for my performing is paulcraffey.com.